Alright guys, I'm going to show you in this video how to solve systems of equations using your calculator. So it might look a little bit funny on the calculator, but what you need to do is make sure that you write down the steps so that when you come into class you can use the calculator. I mean, you can watch the video again or whatever. Okay, so I have some systems here. Here I'm asking you to solve by substitution, but it really doesn't matter how your equations are written. You can just plug them into the TI-nSpire and it'll solve it for you. Now, keep in mind that when you have a quiz or an exam or whatever, if you just give me this answer, so if it looks like this and you just give me this, I'm not going to give you full credit. Okay, if I ask you to solve on the quiz or the exam by substitution or elimination or graphing and you don't show me the work, then you won't get any credit for it. Okay, so you need to make sure that you show me all the work. I want you to use the calculator only to check your work when you're doing it. Okay, so if you have the system here, you don't need to do anything. You're going to go, so I guess if this is off, you're going to turn it on. So just turn on your calculator. You're going to go to calculate, or you can just go to your scratch pad, it doesn't matter. And then you're going to go to menu. Okay, so right here, menu. And then you're going to go to algebra and solve system of linear equations. Okay, so click enter. So it's going to ask you how many equations do you have? Well, if you're looking here, I have 1, 2 equations. So 2, you click enter and it'll automatically set it up for you. Now you need to be careful to make sure that the variables that you use here are the variables that are in here. Like if your equation has like m and n, you can't put m and n into here. You have to use x and y. So just rewrite it if you need to, but whatever. Okay, so then you just type it in. So you have x plus 2y is equal to 7. Your equal button is right here. Let me zoom out. Okay, is equal to 7. And then you tab down. And then we have 2x minus y is equal to -6. All right, and then you just click enter, and there's your solution. I already have the answer here. It's -1,4. You can see here in the calculator that it's also -1,4 in there. You need to keep in mind that whatever order it says right here is the order that your answer is here. So x came first, so it's solved for x first. Y came second, so it's solved for y second. So your answer is, -1,4. And it doesn't matter the order. You don't have to change the order of the equation. You can type it in exactly as it is. So like we'll do this next one. So you go menu, algebra, solve systems of equations. There's 2 of them, enter. My first equation is -x plus 4 is equal to 4. Tab down, and then y equals to 2. Okay, you don't have to change anything. Enter. There you go. X is 0, y is 2. That didn't work out. What happened? -x. Oh, see? So I didn't type it in right. So you might get an answer that's not right. So here I didn't type it into the calculator correctly. So you might want to double check that. This is why you don't want to rely on the calculator to solve it. So if you make a mistake, you just tab up, highlight it, enter it, and it copies it down here so you don't have to do the whole thing all over again. So you just go in here. I need to put in a y right there. Enter, and there we go. 4,2 is your answer. Your calculator will let you know if you have no solution or an infinite solution, and it might look kind of funny. So say, for example, you have the equation x plus y equals -2, and then 2x plus 2y equals -4. Okay, if you type that in here, menu, algebra, solve, and you plug it in, so you have x plus y equals -2, 2x plus 2y equals -4. You're going to get something funny that looks like this. Okay, you're not going to get an answer. So what you need to do is you need to check it algebraically. If you have something like this, it means that you have infinite number solutions. They are the same line. If you wanted to check it algebraically, you can solve and subtract x here. So you have y is equal to -x minus 2. Subtract 2x here. 2y equals negative 2x minus 4. Divide everything by 2. Y is equal to negative x minus 2. Okay, these are the exact same line, which means that they're consistent, dependent, same line, infinite solutions. Okay, it'll also show you if there's no solution. So say, for example, you have x plus y equals negative 2, and then 2x minus 2y equals negative 4. I don't know if that's going to work. Let's see. X plus y equals negative 2, and 2x minus 2y equals negative 4. Now that gave you a solution. Okay, so if there is no solution, I think in your calculator it tells you no solution. Let me see if I have an example. I don't. Well, whatever. Okay, so it should tell you no solution, but make sure you check your work and make sure that you show me work on your test or your quiz. This is just for you to see if you're correct, or to kind of help you out if you're not too sure what you're doing. You can use this if I'm asking you to solve by graphing or substitution or elimination. It doesn't matter. Yeah. If you have a system of 3 equations, if you're in Algebra 2, you can also plug it in here. So for my Algebra 2 students, you would do menu, algebra, solve systems of equations, and you would change that from 2 to 3. Okay, and then when you tab down, when you enter, it'll automatically set it up for your X, Y, and Z. Okay, so my Algebra 1 students, don't worry about this. If you're in Algebra 2, then you would just type in your 3 equations, whatever order they're in, and just keep note that it solves it X, Y, Z in that order. Okay, if you have any questions, shoot me a remind or ask me in class.